week since I've posted, because I've been watching Naruto non-stop. This is my 4th time recording this, because I've been recording it and then my computer would crash, or Blender would crash, and then I'd lose the video and all my progress. So it's not even like I can just upload the texture and explain it. So I'm going to record this in burst, I guess. So it's going to be one part, I'm going to end it, then start a new part at a different time. So my voice may sound different, or you might not hear my air conditioning in the back or whatnot. So the first part in this process, I guess, is getting your mesh that you're going to use into Blender. If you made it in Blender, it'll already be in Blender. If you didn't, you can just get rid of this, import it as whatever file you're using. Like this, I have OBJ. So I have a kunai. This is what I'm going to be showing you on. It's a kunai knife. Like I said, I've been watching Naruto non-stop, and this was an idea that I got from that. That is the first step. Then you have to click it. Make sure you click it there. Well, I wouldn't say that's like a first step, but whatever. Then you separate this. If you didn't see that plus, like if you see that plus on the top right there, you're doing good. If you do see that with the arrows, you're not doing good. It's just gonna change the perspective, like how big your screen thing is. So then from here you go to UV editing, and then on one side you'll see the UV, which is your texture. Like the texture for this is there. And then on this side you'll see your mesh. This probably looks really confusing. You're like, how am I supposed to figure this out? Well, I'll show you how to do that. But first, well, not first, but like before you do that, you have to have an image that you want to be your texture. Like, where's mine? This is mine. That's gonna be my texture. The gray here is going to be the blade of the kunai. The brown is going to be the handle, and then the black little dot there is going to be the hook, I guess, if that makes any sense. But that's going to be the hook, and that's going to be like the end of the first part. 2, I guess. Say whatever. So I made some slight modifications to the design. You probably can't see them. If you're good at paying attention to the details, you can. But yeah, so this is an easy texture to see each part, but you generally wouldn't be able to. But this right here, these parts here, are the spear right there. These lines here are the handle. This circle right there is the top, and this little like hexagon, pentagon, I think, whatever, that's that top part right there. But pretty much I'm going to show you how to do. So if you click away, it won't appear anymore. If you want to undo, hit Control Z. But so to get the parts, like everything on this bottom part, I want here to be gray, so I can just select all of it, and then it'll partially appear. Hit shift when you're doing this in multiple angles. That's kind of important. So as you can see, the parts selected are appearing over there. It's important that you go into like the small details, like I'm doing right now, to make sure you get every part, because if you don't get every part, your texture will glitch, and that won't be pleasant, and then you'll have to redo it. I think I said this in the first part, but it's been like over 3 hours since I recorded the first part, and I might just be confusing it with the past times I've recorded this video. If you accidentally select more than is needed, you can still hit continue holding shift and then click the button, and it'll unselect or deselect, I don't know. So then you can come over to the UV editing side. You have to select what you want to control, and then you can move it. Like I just moved this over here. So all this will be gray. So if I select this, I can move it down to the gray area. I'm gonna make this a bit smaller so that everything else so that the blade can actually fit too. Then I come and select the blade. Then select. I shrunk that down. And then I move that to the gray part. This is the move part function, this is the select function, this is the scale function. If you want to do like transform, you can do all at once, but it's easier to go, well, it's not easier to go between two, but it's more well, I just go between two. So then the rest of this part here, the handle, will be brown. So if I select the handle, I think I selected the whole handle, so that part can get moved into the brown. So if I select it on this area, scale, this would actually need to get scaled down a bit more. Yep, still more. So it's important that when you're scaling this, none of this is outside of the box here. Or, like I said earlier, glitching, and that's just not pleasant. So as you can see what I'm selecting right now, this is the rest of the mesh. So remember, hold shift when you're doing this part. Use different angles to make sure you get every piece, because like I said for the millionth time, if a single piece is just outside, that'll lead to glitching and just problems, and you don't want problems. Or most likely you don't want problems. I don't know anything about you, so I can't determine that. So then I can select this, and then shift. Oh no, you can't shift over here and do that. No, I'm gonna just do it this way. I'm gonna get that part, move it closer to this, select this. Ooh, nope. Control Z to reselect it, or undo, but like that. Move that into the brown. Select this, scale that down, move this into the black because I want this to be black. So then that, in theory, is how it'll work. But I have to select everything else. Yeah, because I missed some parts up here. So I'm just selecting everything from every angle that I can to get the loose parts that I missed, because I know I missed some with the mesh this complicated. So getting all the angles, because more stuff keeps appearing over here because that's the stuff I missed. Like I said, remember you're doing shift when you're doing this. Even zooming inside of this, because you see these parts that I missed. You don't have to like only select, you can click if you want, like I'm doing right now, but selecting generally just gets more. But there will always be little cracks and crevices, I guess, that you can miss. I think I got the entire mesh right now. So then I'm just going to select where I know pieces go. Like this part is all going to be brown, because, or I'm assuming this part's what's supposed to be brown. And if I mess up, I can always come and redo it. So then I move this into brown. Like I said, it's important to make sure nothing glitches outside of this box when you're done. So you grab this part, move that into here. What else? This part is inside of this, I'm pretty sure. Inside of this bottom ring. So then I'm going to select this, move this into the gray. So that should be the finished texture. So then you go to image, save as, then you can save it as whatever you want. So that's what I'm going to save it as. Then you come over to this right there. Then you go to that, go to this little circle thing. Then you come over there, you go to image texture, open wherever you have your file saved. So it's on the desktop. That's my file. You won't see it at first. So Blender, please don't crash on me again. Go here, make sure you click this one, the one with the circle and the weird wave things. So this is the modeling. So got rid of the second screen. So you probably can't see it because of all the lines or whatever. I you can go to that again. Make sure I don't know how to get rid of the lines other than to save it. So I can save as, or no, it's not save as. File, export it as wavefront. Include material groups, because that should include your image. Save wherever you want to save it. And then you'll get to see a finished version of it here. So this is what the knife will look like I wanted. This part is what am I gonna say, gray, then the brown, and then the black. So that's pretty much it. Then you can import it to Roblox and then yeah, there's a little glitch right there where you can see gray, but that's not too big of a deal because I don't feel like being a perfectionist because this is just a tutorial. So yeah, thanks for watching. The Roblox, if you don't know how to import it, you could go to workspace, then you insert object, then mesh part, then right there you can import your file. If you don't know, that's how you do it if you don't know. But I already imported it, and like this is how it's gonna be positioned. I'm too lazy to put the attachments and all that in because this is just a showcase or tutorial, not a showcase, but you get what I'm saying because you click this video. So this is what it looked like. This is the Mega Kunai item. So yeah, thanks for watching. Video, but you can follow my development account on Twitter. You can see some of my UGC creations that I've been making recently, like the melting chocolate halo, a book, the cool kid, and like many other things that I make. Yeah, it's just a shameless self plug. So yeah.